Hey, it's James here with Support the Scene, and I'm here with Scott. Scott, tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Oh, no. Well, I am James's roommate.
Yeah, or else what you don't do. I mean, you do everything from like film to you've played in bands, you've gone on tour, you've done a bunch of stuff. Other than just sitting around the house eating candy.
Well, you caught me before I ran outside. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm basically starting this little series talking about just wanting to talk about like things that come to my mind, and I was just going to this touring info session thing. Someone talking about touring and how to book your own tours. Do it yourself. Shout out to Dusty from Kill Matilda, and they've toured all around. Have you gone on tour? Have you done the tour thing?
Yeah, I've done a few tours, and different roles in different tours, which is cool because it's one thing to be the talent, and it's another thing to be driving the talent.
Yeah, I was gonna
cool.
say because you did some tours with Scythia.
Yeah,
back in the day, and then recently you drove. You had to be the sober one and drive everyone around.
Yeah, I like that part. It's fun.
Yeah, and they were completely different genres. So Scythia was like folk metal, and then you did a hip hop group, right?
Yep, that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. How was the experiences between the two?
Both were amazing. So different sort of requirements, kind of different roles, different things to do, but both of them are fun.
That's awesome. Which do you think was more tiring? Because I know being on the road is basically a big stamina test on how long you can survive being out there.
Yeah, it's equal, man. It doesn't matter if you're the talent or you're the driver. Like, the stamina is always equal.
Yeah.
Any tour, it's like you're stuck on tour. You're in that position. You're locked.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere. You don't get an easy way out. You're stuck on the tour. And same with like all the Caravan Stage Company stuff last year. It's you're trapped.
Yeah.
But in a good way.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I know a few friends who their band, the Vidos, they basically lived out of their bus. Mm-hmm. They toured across Canada and then stuck over in the Toronto area and basically lived in their bus for I think up to a year and a half or something like that. And they post daily videos of them, like making peanut butter and jam sandwiches for all day because all they got is toaster and little thing up there. And I think they just recently actually got a place and they celebrated and they were like, showers.
That's good, yeah.
It's one of those things when you're on tour and you don't have access to a shower every morning or toilets whenever the heck you want, things that you take for granted.
Yeah, and a lot of people learn really fast that sometimes you can wash the clothes that are in the shower with you. Yeah,
exactly, right.
And to go when it's warm out because it's a lot easier than when it's cold.
Yeah, but one thing that caught my mind about the touring thing, because we could talk about tour tales for forever.
Oh yeah,
but so there's the whole GoFundMe thing, which I was thinking is an interesting thing. People raise money for albums, people raise money for music videos, all this kind of stuff like that, right? And normally what you do is it's like, hey, fund me and you'll get a copy of the album, or there's perks, right? There's things which people receive. But one thing that caught my eye, someone was doing not even like a fundraiser where you get perks. It was mostly just a donate button for going on tour. And I thought that was a little interesting because I'm like, aside from the people who are like, hey, we love what you do, here's like $50 or, at most, like here's $20, blah, 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 your friends, your family, kind of stuff like that. There's not really a lot of other incentive for someone to give you money if you're not coming to their town.
Yeah. If it's not happening in their town, if it's not the gig that they can get to, it's tricky. It's mostly family members,
Yeah.
or close friends that are just supporting the group.
Yeah, exactly. And then
they're kind of producers, really. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're producing what's happening by donating their money towards it, and then hopefully the band will have some way of compensating them.
Well, that's one that's interesting, because whenever anyone uses the word producers in the music sense, everyone always thinks of like, oh, you know, I'm a hip hop producer, blah blah blah. But in the film sense, it's so true. The producer's role is basically just to fund and make sure the project can move forward.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's basically what parents are. I mean, they they brought you into this world, and hopefully you got some talent from them, and you're and they keep funding you.
Yeah.
No matter how many stupid decisions you make.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, with the whole like going on tour thing, and like, they're like, they haven't even announced tour dates yet, so it's not like there was no dates, there was no details. I'm sure the artist in question had them, or maybe was already planning them before asking for money, hopefully. Rather than just give me money, and then if I raise enough, I'll go on tour. Otherwise, I'm just going to spend it on beer.
Yeah.
But once again, I just think it was interesting just seeing like asking for $2,000 in donations.
Oh yeah, that's a lot
on tour. Like how when you've gone on tour, how much do you think you've like the tour budget has been?
Well, I mean, the Scythia tour, I was living off of my Petro points for grocery shopping.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the hip hop tour, it was like $150 a day, so it was fantastic.
That's pretty sweet.
And then like the Caravan Stage Company, it's significantly better in that it's a lot less money, but they fed us, and they fed us really well, which is like so much overlooked. Like, when you go on tour, it's like, oh, here's $20, you're gonna be in McDonald's, you're gonna be in Subway. Whereas that one, they had like a few chefs on board to keep us alive, and their job was to keep us alive, really.
Yeah.
And it was amazing because, I mean, you didn't have to worry about food. I mean, you did get paid a little bit, but all that money that you got paid just went into your pocket, or went into wherever you wanted, and all the food stuff was provided, and like you could just go down and have dinner when it was dinner time. It was amazing. Yeah, that's one difference that definitely overlooked is
well, I guess, and one of the differences too is that having the chefs and the things and the people that cook for you, you get a semi variety of meals and actual food. Even big level tours, I know that they'll show up at they'll be on the bus and they'll make their way to the venue, and then they get to the green room, and even though they have their rider and those things, they show up and there's like a sandwich spread, and there's like maybe cheese and crackers, and it's not really food,
And though it's always appreciated, like even if it is small, like even if you're a promoter is struggling to make it, then if you just bring in a little bit of snacks, you're gonna make someone happy.
Well, exactly. I mean, even if it's pretzels, just to make sure you don't get too drunk with all
especially the bass player,
boatload of beer. Exactly.
You or someone else.
I remember we did this one festival, and there was an artist tent. So you go in the artist tent, and there was. We were producing the artist at the time, so we were there as a management, and the artist in question didn't drink, but we showed up at the artist tent, and there was like 5 coolers full of beer that just said take as many as you want, and we had finished the performance, so we had finished all our duties, and we were like, what, we'll have a beer, and we just cracked the beer, and we ended up staying there for like an hour because they had beanbag chairs and just hang out, and we had all the other artists come back and forth and things like that. So it was a hot day outside too, so it was nice just to be able to be under a tent with a cool beer, sit on a beanbag chair kind of thing. Yeah,
it's beer kind of turns into a currency.
Yeah,
when you're in those positions, especially if you go across the border and you don't really have U.S. money in and then you might have credit cards and stuff. But there's always beers, and often, there is beers provided to you, and if you're not drinking that day, or if you don't drink at all, you're kind of stuck. You're stuck with this currency that doesn't support you.
Yeah.
But as long as you can make some friends and say hi to everyone, sometimes you can trade a beer for something else. It's a currency.
It's like I'll trade you a beer for a hit of meth.
Yeah, like two beers for a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Why not? It's just it's a traveling currency.
Well, exactly right. And then even I know some promoters around here, they'll put out a spread of like local beers.
Oh yes.
And that's really cool, because then if you're on tour and you've never tried like the Stanley Island Pale Ales or any of the other awesome ones that are around, or the weird pineapple fruit beers that are made from around here. Yeah. But it's but once again, like, as for someone who doesn't really drink a lot anymore, showing up at venues and whatnot, and they give you like beer tickets, and you're like, oh, cool. Can I get like a Powerade for this, or like because even if you go up and you're like, give me a Coke, it's never like a fresh can of Coke. It's always that the like just the bar sludge that just comes out from there. I don't think anyone should feel bad about exchanging those for money, even. Because it's a currency, right? Yeah.
And if it doesn't work for you, then definitely trade it up, because it's valuable to someone, right? So
exactly. All right, cool. Well, we're both heading off to go do some things. I got to make my way to the tour seminar, and you got a busy day. So thanks for joining me, Scott.
Yeah, anytime.
And if you're interested in coming and chatting with me and on the couch over here, I don't know what segment I'm going to call this segment, but anywho, just come sit on the couch and talk some music. All right, we'll catch you guys later.